having fun. Getting juices warmed up. Here's the thing. I bet a lot of people either do this or need to do this. We just don't talk about it. I don't know. Other people like work out and go for walks. But my body ain't great. And I was going to go for a walk, but it's rainy. Why am I rambling? Because I think I remember this one by heart. We used to have to recite poems. I went to Catholic school, and it's not what you think. It was in a parking lot. Well, it started in the bottom of a church rectory, and there were actually that was the most kids that we had was the first year, and they did K through 8, and it was separated, and two nuns taught it, Sister Claire and Sister Teresita. And Sister Claire taught the older kids, and that was grades 5th through 8. And I think there were only like 7 or 8 kids in that class when it started. And then the younger kids, there were like 20. And it was everybody just from my relatively small church. I thought it was a fine-sized church, but now that I understand big churches or whatever. So in grade 5, yeah, it was a new year. Let's see. During the first year, they had to like actually have us homeschool. Like we had to homeschool ourselves or something for a while. Let's see. And then then we got 2 trailers donated to us. I think trailer meaning like I don't maybe like mobile home type thing. And they turned them into classrooms and they put them in the church parking lot. They're still there. Sometimes I go and drive by or whatever and just sit there and look at it like 4 in the morning. Because it's wild. And yeah, by grade 5, I think there were maybe like 12 people or so in Sister Teresita's class, and then there were only like 6 in Sister Claire's, and then it just dwindled down. And I learned, let's see, we had a class schedule, and it was like, all workbooks and stuff. And I remember I didn't really learn anything super useful, in terms of like schooling. Math was great. I love math. I always loved math. English was cool, but it was like I don't know if it was, I have no idea. I don't have anything to compare it to, but with a lot of workbooks where we just like, dissected sentences so that I, get and I can recite all the prepositions. Are you ready? Aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, by, down, during, except for, from, to, in, to, wait, I'm thinking about it too much. Okay. Aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, by, down, during, except for, from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, off, on, over, past, since, through, throughout, to, toward, under, underneath, until, up, upon, with, within, without. We had to memorize everything. We had Latin. That was really useful. And in 5th grade, I was preparing for my confirmation. And so I had to learn like all of these really long prayers. And I had to learn, the Our Father in Latin. I can do that for you. Pater noster, quia in caeli sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum quotidianum de nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris, and ne nos inducas in tentationem, sed libera nos a malo. Amen. That's useful. And then there were penmanship classes, 15 minutes. And I liked that class because Sister Claire would read stories, and I had never really read to, and that was cool. Why was I saying this? Because in English, the other thing we did, so we didn't write. I don't ever remember like writing. I remember learning definitions of words and sentence structures, and then it was memorizing poems. and reciting them, and then we'd have to put on like a play and recite them there. And it was weird because like when I went to public school in ninth grade, like I had to do that too. So maybe it was normal. I have no idea. But I just feel like I could have learned something better. Um, so yeah, I remember the spider and the fly. I was so mad too because I was like physically little, and so they like made me be the fly. I don't know. I can do that one too. Um, but I don't know. This is interesting. I think I'm like, I had an idea for some scaffolding for like ADHD interaction design. When it is interaction design, but so many people think of that as just like UI, and it's not. Anyway, and this is all. It's just coming out of me. So I'm gonna stop here because that's a good chunk for ethnographic research and stuff, and I'll be back.